1,000,000 to 1. That's what our folks think about this love of ours. 1,000,000 to 1.
Welcome to our YouTube channel titled Vinyl City Broadcasting, your transit express to rock and roll trivia. I'm Marie, the host of VCB. When's the last time you picked up some flowers for that special someone in your life? Our guest today has something to say about not letting our love fade like yesterday's flowers. Rico used to always pick up one red rose for me at Penn Station every Friday after work and before he caught the train back to Long Island. I'm going to surprise him today and give him more than one red rose. He's going to be surprised. There's a flower shop across the street on 7th Avenue next to Tad's Steakhouse. Do you want to come along? For the rest of you, I'll meet you in the Vinyl City Broadcasting studio in a little while. I'll be in shortly, Rico. I have a surprise for you. This is for you, honey.
Hey, dinner at Tad's for you later, honey, after we get out of work. It's time to start the show now.
Yes, it is. And today, we have as our special guest, Mr. Jimmy Charles of 1,000,000 to 1 fame. We saw Jimmy perform at an LAR doo-wop show at the Cerritos Performing Art Center, along with other doo-wop legends like the Teenagers, the Fleetwoods, the Dubs, Brian Hyland, the Olympics, and the Dukes of Doo-wop back in January of this year. Dan Paceno, one of our off-site reporters and contributors to our show, had the privilege of interviewing Mr. Charles. Now, just a brief bio on Jimmy. He was born in Paterson, New Jersey in 1943 and was with a trio of young ladies at that time called the Revelettes. This is when he recorded 1,000,000 to 1. The song received worldwide acclaim. He also had the opportunity to perform on a PBS TV special called Love Songs of the 50s and 60s back in November of 2008, which Rico says he remembers watching. Now, why don't we let Jimmy tell us the story behind his signature song, 1,000,000 to 1. You want to run the interview with Jimmy and Dan, Rico?
Hi, Dan from Vinyl City Broadcasting on my left. This man's smiling because he's having too much fun. Mr. Jimmy Charles. 1,000,000 to 1. Was that your song?
No, I wish. I wish. No, it was written by a fellow by the name of Bill Medley.
Okay.
Not Bill Medley.
Not Bill Medley.
I'm a license plate. Bill Medley, who also wrote Twist and Shout.
Okay.
And he wrote All These Worldly Wonders for Patty Page.
All right.
And he saw me at the Apollo Amateur Show.
Okay.
I did the Apollo Amateur Show and won it 4 weeks in a row. He saw me there and penned the song and then contacted my family to see if he could take me into the studio. I was like 15 and a half years old.
You were just a kid.
I was a baby.
You're a child.
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't that a violation of the child labor
It
laws?
had to be. Who cared at that then? You know, I just wanted to sing, you know? So he contacted my family. They agreed to let me go into the studio. And on the record, you'll see it's Jimmy Charles and the Rebelettes.
Okay.
The Rebelettes are Jackie and Evelyn Klein and Dottie Helston. Those are three young ladies that I grew up with in New Jersey, in Patterson, New Jersey. And they never traveled with me because their moms didn't want them out on the road.
Gotcha.
You know, we were all young.
Those are the days when
Right.
things were
Exactly.
nice
Yes.
and positive.
Right.
Yes.
So they never traveled with me. They did Million to One and Hopscotch Hop, and then they go off into the sunset. Now, I was 15 and a half years old when I recorded that, right? Phil Medley pedaled that record for a year and a half, and he couldn't get a record company to take it.
So he's knocking on
He
doors.
was knocking on doors, but Elvis was hot, rock and roll was hot. None of the major labels wanted anything to do with the Valley.
Okay.
It's about. So I go off to school in California, in Los Angeles. Went to Manual Arts High School and to City College. So one day I get a phone call. You gotta come back. The record's broken wide open. This is like a year and a half later, almost 2 years later. I had forgotten about it actually.
Jimmy was like a seed in the ground. It
Unbelievable.
was coming out of the ground.
Do you remember High Lit, the disc jockey from South Jersey?
No, I've always been in California.
Well, High Lit is the disc jockey that broke that record.
Okay.
Played it and played it and played it. And Phil had found this record company, Como Records. And unbeknownst to us, this company was owned by the Jersey Wiseouts. So they were using it to funnel money, larger money. So they took it for the same reason that the larger companies didn't take it, because they didn't want to do anything. Money. Well, lo and behold, the record goes crazy, goes to number 5 on the Billboard charts, and I start traveling and doing shows, and what are they going to do? They started pulling people off the street into the studio. You want to record? Come on. They got to get rid of this. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely.
They don't do that anymore.
No, they don't.
In some ways they do, and they shouldn't.
But it's a whole different ballgame.
Yes, it is.
But that's how A Million to One came to be. And of course, they finally drove the record company into the ground. And they asked the guy that they had put in front, his name was John Woolley. He was an accountant by trade. Lived in Long Branch, New Jersey. And I don't know what his connection was to these guys, whether he owed them money or whether he did stuff to them. I don't know. But he was a good guy. So after they had driven him into the factory, right? They told him that he could take over the company. So he came to my family and asked if we would stay with him. And if he pulled the company out, we would give us the company. It's one of those things you look back on, hindsight is always 20/20.
I know. As I told you, it's a bummer there's no time machine where we can go back and make different decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, and Phil Medley had initially gone to RCA and tentatively negotiated a deal with him, right? But when John asked us to stay with him and prove it out of his company, we decided that was going to be a better deal. We have a piece of the record company. Stuff like that never works out. There's always a bump in the road.
Is it pie in the sky?
Yeah, it's fine.
Darn it. Yeah.
It's fine in the sky. So
Can't always win in this life. Huh?
exactly. So when Phil went back to the record company, they weren't interested any longer. And so after A Million to One, I did The Age for Love, which was the follow-up to that. And that was actually written by 2 elderly ladies from Pennsylvania. And they submitted it to the record company, and we went into the studio and recorded it. That was the follow-up to it. But after The Age for Love, that was pretty much it for me. I was pretty much done.
So now you're on the road performing your hits?
No, I'm doing the retro.
Yeah.
We don't want to call it oldies, we call it retro.
Yeah. But what a nice thing for you. You know what I mean? In your life,
I love it.
that you're meeting folks that are approaching you and say, hey, Jimmy, we really like a million to one or whatever.
It's phenomenal.
And what a treat for you.
No, it's phenomenal.
Plus, you might even be getting $1 or $2 out of all this.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Hey! All right. So that'll be it for our interview with Mr. Jimmy Charles, and we'll turn it over to Marie at Vinyl City Broadcasting.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. It was terrible.
It was tough.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. You know that's a bunch of malarkey. Thank you, sir.
Was it good? Was it all right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you get to see
I started rambling and I just went on and on and on.
No. Your rambling is history. It's history. And so he'll be sending you this, and it won't be on YouTube until you get to see it first. So make sure that you like it.
Yeah, and I think you
We do everything.
Oh my goodness.
We do everything with honor and respect and what have you.
That's just awesome, man. That is absolutely unbelievable. Wow. Thank you so much.
No, you can thank us. We thank you.
What a great interview. They both looked as though they were really enjoying themselves. Don't you agree? The VCB team also had the pleasure of spending some quality time with Jimmy after the interview, where Rico gave him his comp billboard cover. And we got to get to know Jimmy more on a personal level. Rico, show our VCB audience the billboard comp you did for Jimmy and some pics that you took of him at the meet and greet. Jimmy and Rico in the lobby of the Cerritos Performing Art Center. Billboard comp cover for Jimmy. There's 1 in a million, and that one is Jimmy Charles. Nice portrait shot and nice tie to boot. Let me tell you a little bit about Mr. Charles. He's a great guy and a gentleman. After the doo-wop show that evening, we were able to spend time with Jimmy and some of the other legends in the Sheraton Lounge. Jimmy even offered to buy Rico an adult beverage. Rico says he owes you, Jimmy. That was a kind gesture, and he really appreciated it. You're 1 in a million. Well, all good things need to come to an end. But before we leave, I want to thank Dan Paceno for doing the interview, and of course our special guest, Jimmy Charles. If you've missed any of our shows, you can go to YouTube and type in Vinyl City Broadcasting, or go to Rico's new and improved website titled vinylcitybroadcasting.com and click on the link that says VCB to view any of our 11 shows. All contact information for Jimmy Charles or Vinyl City Broadcasting will be posted on our final slide, along with a link to our new website. Turn off the lights, Rico.
Bring home those red roses, Marie.
This is for you, Jimmy.
Oh, I like the smell of the red roses on the train tonight. What a nice aroma.
Yeah, 1 in a million.